Hi everyone, my name is Alexa and I'm an OT student intern at the FRC, and this week we are discussing time management techniques. So we've already talked about planning out a 24-hour period using the Pi of Time, and now we're going to look more into planning more long term, so planning out a week. But the first step in doing so is being able to organize our events and prioritize them. So what I've done is simply taken a piece of paper, and at the top I've written down time-sensitive events. So these are events that the deadlines cannot be changed. So things like work or job interviews or important meetings, doctor's appointments, things like that can't really be changed. Next is plans on a certain day. So these are the things that just need to be done by a certain time, by a deadline. So things like picking up medications from the pharmacy, or attending an online seminar of some type that doesn't really have a specific time that it needs to be done. It just needs to be completed by the end of a said day. The next is things that are flexible. So this can include like meetings with friends, more casual things, maybe like some projects that you have at home that you would really like to get done that can be completed really at any time throughout the week. And then things I would like to be able to accomplish. So these are the small things that if you have time to complete them, that's great. But if not, it's not going to be the end of the world. So this is a good way to start being able to prioritize those things and planning around them. So the first thing we want to do is definitely look at the ones that can't really be moved at all. So what I have done is list a few activities in each category. This is an example. So say I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday at 3 p.m. I need to pick my kids up from the babysitter at 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. I have a job interview on Monday at 11. I'm taking night classes 6 to 8 p.m. Those are examples of previous engagements that I have a commitment to that I cannot change, and it would not be appropriate for me to change those things. Plans on certain days would be like a trip to the zoo on Saturday, picking up a medication by Tuesday. It could be done at any time before then. Yoga on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I'm just doing an online class, I can do them at any time, but I would like to do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So things like that are something that's a little bit more flexible, but also has deadlines to an extent. The next category are things that are flexible, so they could be done any day at any time, like lunch with a friend on Tuesday or Wednesday, date night once a week, cleaning the house 2 times a week. These are things that can be done any day or any time during those days. They're a lot more flexible, and it's not going to make or break you if you have to miss them or adjust them and things like that. The last category is things I would like to accomplish. So these are the things that if I have time, great. If I don't, that's also fine. It's not uncommon to see a lot of the things that we want to do in these categories and a lot of the things that we have to do in these categories. But it is important to be able to separate the two and make a conscious decision not to choose to do these things over these categories of things, because that's how appointments get missed, how commitments can fall through, and struggles when places like keeping a job can come about when we don't properly manage these things first over these things. So being able to map these out can be really helpful when it comes to organizing a weekly planner, because when we put the time-sensitive events in first, everything else falls in place around them. So separating them out into categories can help you make sure you're not double booking yourself with something that's really important. So in the next video, we will be talking about planning out a 7-day period using the examples that I've given on this priority activity, and seeing how I map them out according to their priority level. That way I'm making sure that I'm really taking the time to make sure nothing else interferes with those hard and fast deadlines that I have. I will include the link to that video in the description and vice versa, so that you guys are able to see where I'm getting the examples from. So thank you for watching this video.